Hi, I'm Morgan from Roof Nest. Today I'm going to be walking you through our brand new Awnex, a modular system that starts with our Condor 2 awning and can be converted into a fully enclosed annex with the addition of our wall kit and our floor kit. Now, this trio of products is more versatile than any awning or annex available today on the market. Let's show you how to set this up. First step in setting up the Awnex is setting up the Condor 2 awning. Our Awnex is designed to work with mounting heights between 5 and 7.5 feet. This covers everything from a sedan to a full-size truck. The awning is a great way to keep your entire camp space dry and shaded, and it works seamlessly with all Condor 2 series tents, including the Overland models. Before you begin installation, make sure your vehicle is parked on level ground with enough clearance to fit the footprint of the awning. Allow for 15 feet from the latch end of the tent when closed for the awning and guidelines. Before we start, prepare the guidelines for installation by creating a loop on the opposite end the tensioner is on. On the opposite end of the guideline, tie a loop. A figure 8 knot works well. Repeat this process on the rest of the guidelines and set those aside. Since the awning will create tension on the top shell of the Condor, you do need to add strut locks. Install each of the 2 strut locks by snapping them onto the shaft of the strut on both sides of the tent. Strut installation can be done outside the tent or from inside the tent by reaching out the side window. Detach the Velcro and unhook the side windows of the rainfly over the front door of the tent. Next, lower the rainfly U-bar to allow proper installation of the awning by releasing the latches on each side. Zip the awning onto the edge of the rainfly, starting on your left side when you are facing the tent ladder. Next, deploy the rainfly U-bar, making sure it is fully extended and locked. Once the awning is attached to the tent, you can proceed with setting up the awning poles. It is important to start with the front poles. At the front right corner, insert the end of the pole into the metal grommet and pull the material tight, away from the corner of the rainfly U-bar. Slide the end loop of the guideline over the post at the top of the pole. Hammer a stake into the ground for your guideline, about 7 feet away from the awning pole. You'll want about a 45 to 65 degree angle for the guideline coming off the ground. The guidelines should be pulling directly away from the right corner of the rainfly U-bar. Slip the tensioner loop of the guideline over the stake and apply a little tension by sliding the tensioner up away from the stake. It is a good idea to hammer the stake all the way into the ground at this point. Slide the loop end of the second guideline over the top of the awning pole. Slide the tensioner to tighten the line, but don't go too tight yet. Hammer a stake into the ground for the second guideline about 7 feet away from the awning pole. Again, you want about 45 to 65 degree angle for the guideline coming off of the ground. The guideline should be pulling directly away from the other front pole. Make sure the center tie down on the awning is center aligned with the center of the tent. Adjust the awning pole right or left while adjusting the guidelines to the right or left to get the center of the awning aligned with the center of the tent. If needed, repeat these steps for the opposite front corner, making sure the awning is still centered with the tent and that the poles are vertical by adding or removing tension on the guidelines as needed. After getting the remaining front awning pole and guidelines set up, go back through and first tighten the front 2 guidelines that are pulling the awning away from the tent. Next, you're going to set up the side awning poles that will be closest to the vehicle. Insert the end of the pole into the metal grommet and pull that material tight, away from the very first pole that you set up and back towards the vehicle. Your objective is to create tension between the 2 poles. Make sure the ribbon edge of the awning is tight between the back pole and the front pole on the same side, and that the rainfly side window is also taut. Slide the loop end of the guideline over the post at the top of the pole. Hammer a stake into the ground for the guideline about 7 feet away from the awning pole. Once again, a 45 to 65 degree angle for the guideline coming off the ground. The guideline should be pulling away from the front center of the awning. Repeat for the remaining side. Adjust the awning poles so they are vertical. Tighten the sides of the awning by tensioning the guidelines. That's it. This awning is a serious upgrade to your camping experience. Now you can be assured that your hangout area is always comfy and protected regardless of the weather. When you want added protection from the elements, we built the smart wall kit that allows you to customize the right amount of protection for your needs. What's especially cool about the wall kit is the modularity. You can add as many walls as you desire, and the 3 outer walls all have multiple options. The walls can easily be rolled up, rolled down, and you can have the doors open with or without the screen door in use. There are a total of 6 wall pieces, 3 identical outer walls, each with door and screens, and 3 wall panels that make up the back wall. These back wall pieces do not have screens or doors. To install the wall kit, begin with one of the outer walls. First, let's locate the zipper pull on the top of an outer wall section. Move the zipper pull to the left end of the zipper when facing the outside of the wall. Zip the top of the wall section into the awning. The logo in the bottom right corner should be facing out and be readable. The ends of the wall section have clips that attach to the awning poles. Attach 3 clips per side to the adjacent pole. The bottom of the wall has loops to go around the awning poles. The poles will need to be lifted slightly to place the loops underneath. Note, The awning and the walls will have small gaps at the top corners. This can let some bugs in. If sealing the awning off is desired, we recommend applying tape to these corners. Stakes can be added to the metal grommets to secure the walls to the ground. The bottom of each wall section has a 6-inch skirt to help keep the weather out. The skirt should be kept on the outside of the enclosure to drain water away. Repeat the process to install additional outer wall sections. Reminder, all of the outer wall sections are interchangeable. There are several ways to set up each of the 3 outer walls. Lay the material behind the ladder with the zipper pull to the left side and the orange trim around the Velcro opening at the top center of the back wall. Open the Velcro pass-through. Lift the bottom of the ladder up and pass the ladder through the Velcro opening. Lower the ladder back to the ground and make sure all the rungs are locked out. The zipper end should be on the front face of the ladder with the rest of the material behind the ladder. Close the zipper from left to right. Velcro the opening closed around the ladder. Next, let's install the left and right back section. You can tell the left from the right. Notice the clips should be on the outside, the zipper on the inside. Tip: having a stepladder or something stable to stand on can be useful for this step. We do not recommend leaning on the tent door to make the adjustments. There are 2 zipper sections that attach to the awning and the rainfly side window. Attach the top of the awning to the 2 zippers. Clip the side onto the awning pole and zip up the outside wall. Attach the back side of the wall to the outer side using the zipper. Attach the Velcro top edge to the Velcro strip on the tent material, starting on the top corner and working your way down. Stop about halfway down the tent. Starting from the bottom of the Velcro strip, align the seam on the back side wall with the bottom of the fold-out platform on the tent. Work your way up, attaching the Velcro, letting the excess material fold behind the material. And that's how you add the wall kit to our new Condor 2 awning and create your own customizable annex, or just a wall panel or 2 for sun or wind. You can also add our heavy-duty floor kit to the awning and wall kit to create a fully enclosed setup. To start, place the floor under the awning and secure the front edge, furthest from the tent opening, by lifting the poles slightly and placing the loops under the awning poles. Lift the ladder by collapsing one rung and then sliding the floor underneath the ladder. Pull tight away from the front awning poles. Extend the ladder and make sure all rungs are secure. Place the back edge loop around the awning poles if possible. If it is not possible, stake the corners down. Pro tip: make sure the floor does not extend outside of the walls or there is a chance water from the outside will come inside and pool. The entire wall section can also be rolled up. Simply unzip the corners of the wall section and unclip from the awning pole. Remove the loops from around the awning poles and remove the stakes if installed. Roll up the wall from the outside and fold the bottom corners into the middle. Use the internal pole at the bottom of the door material to start your roll. There are 4 loops and toggles at the top of the wall for storage. When taking down the outer wall sections, it is recommended that you first roll up the wall and secure the loops and toggles. After the wall is secured, unzip from the awning. Store rolled up in the storage bag. This will make setting up the wall sides easier the next time. When you're ready to install it again, simply zip onto the awning and unroll the wall section. And that's it. You've now set up the full Awnex and are ready for whatever Mother Nature is going to throw your way. I know you're going to enjoy this awesome addition to your campsite and be able to camp for a lot longer and a lot more comfortably. Thanks for watching.